Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's showing on here.
Can you hear me on the mic?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Yeah? Okay.
I can hear you on the mic, but I can't hear you on the headphones.
All right, well, then I guess we'll just use the mics. It does not. I'm hoping it's, I just try to turn it off. like these mics are working. See that? You hear me? No. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you when you use the microphone.
Yep, I can hear you there. There we go.
All right. Welcome, Bears fans, to opening night at Bash Memorial Stadium. Your Boyertown Bears versus the Exeter Eagles. I'm Frank Genovese here with my partner Dan Oakes, and we are ready to start the football season. Dan, Bears coming into tonight off of a win over Upper Perk last week. Exeter coming in off a crushing defeat of Daniel Boone. What do you think about tonight's matchup?
Tonight's matchup is going to be tough. Exeter is not a slouch of a team. They put those 60-plus points they put on Daniel Boone last week were, I believe, all in the first half. We've had a tough run against Exeter the last 4 years. In 2024, we had a loss of 49-7. 2023, lost 36-14. In 22, 37-21, and in 2021, we lost 56-8. So it's been a string of losses to Exeter. Maybe they could pull something out tonight, but it'll be tough.
Well, that's why they play the games. I hope for a good outcome tonight. I know the Bears are fired up and ready to go. It's youth night tonight, Dan. And here come the Bears out onto the field, ready to start the home season. Beautiful night tonight here at Bash Memorial Stadium. Sunny, about 80 degrees, a perfect night for football. Good to see the young guys out here tonight, Dan. Haven't come up through the Optimist program. Both you and I, we know how important it is for the youth players to get out here to see their high school counterparts start off the season.
Looks like a pretty good number of youth players over there from the Optimist program. Maybe not quite the numbers that we had back in, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, but pretty good numbers standing over there. So last week, Frank, a couple of things I want to mention. We had that, like you said, there was the win at Upper Perk, ended up going into overtime. Tillman Henley quarterbacked. He had 2 TDs, rushed for 132 yards, passed for 29. I think those were all in that one drive in the fourth quarter, trying to get that, just secure the win in the regulation. Had 161 all-purpose yards, which is pretty good for mostly rushing from the quarterback. Michael Boris had a touchdown, rushed for 102 yards. He had a big one in the first quarter, which had us going up 14-0. He had 16-yard reception yards, 16 yards, 118 all-purpose. On defense, you had Connor Foskey with 12 tackles, Logan Oakes with 13 tackles, and Henley had 5 tackles, but I got to mention there was one where he came up out of the safety position and dropped their running back for a 5-yard loss. It secured a turnover on downs, I believe. But they could play the defense like they did last week. Maybe we can keep this one closer, squeak out a win.
Absolutely, and let's take a minute to pause now for our national anthem. All right, so there we had the Boyertown Band playing the alma mater song and, of course, the national anthem, getting ready for kickoff tonight. Dan, last week, the Bears on offense, as you said, 2 long touchdown runs. First by Tillman Henley. He broke off, I believe, about a 73-yard scamper for a touchdown on the opening drive. And then a little later in the first half, Michael Borst broke off, I believe, a 71-yard scamper for a touchdown. Things kind of came to a grinding halt after that. Both teams kind of measuring each other up out there on the field. Some good defense played by both sides, and it wasn't until the overtime period that Boyertown was able to seal the win, as I recall, on a nice toss fake by Tillman Henley and a scramble into the end zone.
Yeah, we were up 14-0. Upper Perk scored 1 in the third, and one in the second, and then 1 in the third to tie it up, and that's the way it stayed all the way through the fourth. But like I said, in the fourth quarter, we were driving. There was less than 2 minutes left, and Tillman hit 4 passes, just nice short passes to keep the ball moving, and then we just ran out of time. It's unfortunate, but got it done in overtime. Our defense stepped up, had some really nice stops from the, in overtime they start at the 10-yard line. You have 4 downs to make it in, and they stopped them on like the 2, and then we got the ball, and very next play, Tillman faked the toss and ran around. It looked like he might have wanted to throw it for a second, and that froze those linebackers, which I think was key, and it gave him just enough room to get in and score that touchdown for 6 points, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah, some good defense, as I said. They're in the fourth quarter, just before the overtime period, turnover on downs. Boyertown came up with a big turnover, and then, of course, Upper Perk paid the favor right back with a turnover of their own. Ultimately, score was knotted at the end of 4 and took us into overtime. So hopefully tonight the Bears can get off to a good start offensively. We've got some strong offensive players. Of course, Tillman Henley, man in the quarterback spot this year. Borst at tailback. Hagen at fullback. Defensively, some guys who made some strong plays. As you said, Tillman Henley with a big stop from the safety position late in the game last week. You mentioned Foskey. You mentioned Oaks with a lot of tackles out there on the field. And another guy who really stepped up, I thought, was Farnoli from that middle linebacker position. He was making plays all over the defense last week, Dan.
He throws his body all over the place. He does not care. He'll throw his head into anything. Hoping that he's healthy. I heard he got a little banged up after that game, but we'll find out when after the kickoff he's going to be out there. Since we're kicking off, obviously we'll get the ball in the second half.
So it looks like the Bears are lining up to kick it off. Jake Musselman got the ball on the tee. Boy, Musselman's got some size out there, Dan, I'll tell you. He may be the tallest place kicker punter I've ever seen.
I think he'd be my kicker and my tight end.
And here we go, Bears fans. The opening kick. He squibs it. Picked up at the 20 by Exeter on the return. He breaks it to the outside, and there's a nice tackle at about the 39-yard line by the Bears.
Dimitri Curlin that made that tackle, number 49.
That's where Exeter's going to set up shop for their opening drive. And here come the Eagles on offense. Boyertown mostly running a 5-3 last week on defense. Looks like we're going to open up. Looks like we're going to open up with 2 safeties and 2 backers on this drive. Eagles are in the shotgun. There's the snap. Throws out to the right flat. There's a nice tackle. Martinez completes the pass, but Tillman Henley with the tackle on the far sideline, Dan.
Yeah, out there in the flats, gain of 5 yards.
Yeah, it looks like we're looking at 2nd and 5 here for the Eagles. Martinez is back in the shotgun again. He's got his running back in the sidecar position. And there's a snap. Quick pass out to the flats, but it's a little too tall for his intended receiver. Looks like that was Jaden Ware. And Ware put together a pretty nice game last week, as I recall, for the Eagles. Yeah, looks like Ware had an interception return for a touchdown in defense, another touchdown on offense, and a 2-point conversion for the Eagles last week. So Martinez sets up in the shotgun again. He tosses it to the left.
I got to make that tackle.
And they break the edge, and that's going to be a first down for Exeter. That's Leo Brown. Leo Brown had 91 yards and 2 touchdowns last week, one coming on a 62-yard scamper. So Exeter sets up on Boyertown's side of the half. 1st and 10 at the 48. Let's see what they come out with here, Dan. If they stay in the shotgun or if Martinez goes under center.
I have a feeling he's going to be shotgun for most of this game. They threw about 50% of the time last week. I don't think they're going to let up.
So Martinez is in the shotgun. He's got Brown in the tail position, and it looks like Jackson Kozik has a sidecar. He drops back. He's looking to pass. He throws down the field, and that's caught. And running towards the pylon, just out of bounds, inside the 5. That's Jaden Ware on the completion, and that was quite the pickup for Exeter. Now, Martinez is an interesting character, Dan, as you know. Originally was here at Boyertown, and then ultimately moved and started playing for Exeter. Could have been out there in the black and red and white tonight, but unfortunately he's in the white and blue.
Yeah, he played last year. He was a quarterback last year too, and he's good.
He's legit. Absolutely. So now Martinez goes under center inside the 5. Triples in the backfield. There's the handoff, and it looks like they're in for the touchdown. So Exeter punches one in on the opening drive, and that's a little disappointing for the Bears defense, I've got to say. And it looks like they're going to set up for the point after attempt. Jacob Franek. There's the snap. The kick is up. And it's good. So we got 10:37 left in the first quarter. Exeter 7, Boyertown 0. Let's see what the Bears can do on offense, Dan.
They're going to have to move the ball better than they did last week.
Yeah, Boyertown relied heavily on the run last week against Upper Perk. I think they're going to need to mix it up tonight against Exeter's defense. As you said, they started moving the ball with some quick passing, some rhythm passing in the fourth quarter of the game against Upper Perk. Let's see if they come out and try to hit that and establish the pass early on.
Early in the game, they threw a couple of passes, and it could be nerves, first game of the season. Passes were just not, they were just off the mark. But then late in the game, when maybe settled down a little bit, they had some nice short passes that moved them down the field.
So Franek's got it teed up at the 40. Looks like Boyertown's got Oaks and maybe Jackson Rose back deep. Ball's picked up by Rose. He finds a seam in the middle, and he's still on his feet. And I'll tell you what, ball comes out.
He was down.
Let's see if he was down. Oh, referee is saying that that's a fumble. Certainly looked like he was on the ground when the ball came out.
He was down all day long.
He certainly looked like he was on his back when the ball came out, but referees are saying it's Exeter's football. Rose found a seam in the middle of the kick return defense, and he took it to about the 40. I don't know, Dan. I think he was down on that play.
He was definitely down. That ball was not coming out when he hit his shoulder and body on the ground. That's when the ball popped out.
Well, that's a bad break for the Bears, and that sets Exeter up 1st and 10 at the Boyertown. Looks like 41. 10:28 to go here in the first quarter. Martinez in the shotgun. He rolls to his right. He throws. He's got a man, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of about 9. Looks like Aiden Dauble on the grab. Boy, I got to tell you, Dan, it is a lot easier to read those numbers during boys football season than it was during girls flag football season with no ponytails hanging down the back of those jerseys.
So that was tough. And now with the shoulder pads, stretching the numbers out a little bit.
Makes them a little easier to read from up here in the booth. All right, so Exeter's set up at the 33. They got a 2nd and 2. Martinez in the shotgun again. We got motion by Dauble. He settles in. There's a snap. Handoff goes to Brown. Brown breaks it around the left side. There's a nice tackle by Hagan. Hagan bottled that up for, I'm going to say, no gain. There was certainly some room out there toward the sideline, and Hagan made a nice shoestring tackle. Well, now they're saying he made the line to gain, so it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 31. Bears need to hunker down here on defense, Dan. We don't want to give up 2 touchdowns. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 22, I'll say. So it's going to be 2nd and about 1 from the 22 for the Eagles.
It looks like Martinez pulling himself out of the game for a play.
Well, that's interesting development for sure. Let's see who comes in at quarterback. Looks like
Hafer.
Jake Hafer. He's a senior. He lines up in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Brown, who works the right side, finds a little seam, and gets enough for the first down. Looks like he's stopped by Henley on the run. So that's going to set Exeter up 1st and 10 at the Bears' 18. 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Eagles break the huddle.
And Martinez back.
Martinez is back out there now. You're right, Dan. And he's in the shotgun again. He's got Brown sidecar to his left. Motion coming from Kozik, and we got a flag. Let's see who that's on.
Delay a game.
We got a little delay against Exeter. That's going to back them up. And the Bears defense will certainly take that, Dan.
Take all the help they can get.
So that's going to set Exeter up 1st and 15 from the 23. Martinez in the shotgun with Brown behind him. The tailback position. A motion from Kozik. He takes the snap. He throws the slant, but that's skips off the turf and incomplete. Looks like he was trying to get that ball to number 10, Jaden Ware. but it was a little too low. Well, it looks like a good crowd tonight here at Boyertown Memorial Stadium, Dan. Good to see the fans come out and support the boys.
Yeah, almost a full house. Probably a lot of optimists here tonight, but we'll take it. Exeter's got a nice crowd on their side, too.
They certainly do. And there's the snap. Martinez pulls it down. He keeps it. And he's up to about the 19, I'm going to say. Actually, check that. That might have been a direct snap to number 9, Jake Hafer. It was Hafer on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for Exeter. From just inside the Bears' 15. Oakes and Henley on the stop there. There's the snap. Hafer again takes the snap, hands off to Brown.
There you go.
Brown gets bottled up by Hagan and a host of Bears. And there's a nice defensive stop by Boyertown.
All right, 4th down and 4th and 7 from inside the 20 on the 16-yard line. What do you do?
Well, if I'm Exeter, I don't think there's any downside in going for it here, Dan. If you pick up the first down, you got a fresh set of downs to get into the end zone. If you turn the ball over, you make Boyertown go about 85 yards. Hafer, again in the backfield. Interesting. He takes the shotgun snap. He throws to his left. He completes it to Ware, and that's going to be enough for a first down. That ball was thrown well behind Ware, but he was able to adjust and come back and make the catch.
That was crisp.
Yeah. Certainly not the most accurate throw, but it worked out for the Eagles. All right. So the ball is on the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for Exeter. And it looks like Hafer's still in there at quarterback, Dan. I don't know if Martinez got banged up on that one run. And that's Brown around the left side, and he is in for another Exeter touchdown.
I got a penalty flag.
Yep. Holding on Exeter. Bring it back. All right. Again, the Bears defense will certainly accept that penalty. Wipes 6 off the board. And that's going to bring the Eagles back on the other side of the 15, about the 16-yard line. All right, so Hafer's in the shotgun. He hands it to Brown again. Brown tries the left side. Gets a little bit of a crease, but then he's stuffed by the Bears. So short gain for Brown. Stock and Hagan on the tackle. It's going to set them up with 2nd and goal from the 13, Dan. Be interested to find out what happened to Martinez there on that series. Hafer's still in at quarterback. He takes a shotgun snap, hands to Brown again. Brown up the middle, and he is pushing his way close to the goal line. Looks like he's going to be stopped a little short. Looks like he's stopped at about the 3 or the 4 yard line.
I didn't hear a whistle. I thought he scored.
No, I heard the whistle there. Forward progress was stopped, thankfully. So we got just under 4 minutes here to go in the first quarter, and Exeter is driving for another score, up 7-0. 3rd and goal from the 4. Hafer's under center, gives to Josh Jackson, and Jackson looks like he's a little short.
Oaks caught him from behind.
Oaks coming off that defensive end spot, saves a touchdown, brings him down at about the 1, I'm going to say. So 4th and goal from the 1 here for the Eagles. Let's see if Boyertown can mount a goal line stand. Exeter breaks the huddle. Hafer's in the shotgun. Oh. Timeout. Exeter takes a timeout. They want to think about it. Well, so far, Dan, Exeter's been able to have their way with the Bears' defense. Let's hope the boys can rise up and get a stop here on 4th and goal.
Yeah, that kickoff was, they called a fumble. That's unfortunate. That was not a fumble. So it puts us in the position we're in now. So our offense hasn't even had a shot to go out here and try something. But the defense, I think, is stepping up. I mean, we're almost all the way through the first quarter, and they held Exeter to 7, and they've had the ball the whole time. So I'll take that.
Yeah, they had some nice stops. Exeter's been able to complete a couple of passes for first downs. Let's see what they come out with here. Looks like Hafer's going to be in the shotgun again. Brown in the tail position. Now he swings out to the right. Hafer with the keeper, and he's in. He's untouched. That's an Exeter touchdown. Well, that's unfortunate, Dan. Nobody even was able to get a hand on Hafer on that one, and it's 13-0 now.
No, there's some miscommunication on that because
Clearly, someone should have been assigned to the quarterback on that play. Probably one of the linebackers, and it looks like maybe just some miscommunication. So Franek is out again for the extra point attempt. There's a snap. Kick is up. And it's good. So your score, with a little under 3 minutes left here, Exeter 14, Boyertown 0. But as you said, Dan, the Bears offense really hasn't had a chance to do anything tonight.
No, they haven't taken one snap.
So I got to say, I think that was just a bad call on that fumble. It certainly looked like Jackson Rose was on the ground when that ball came out. But it is what it is.
No instant replay.
No instant replay here in high school football. And so Bears come out, set up for the return. Oaks and Rose back deep again. Franek has the ball teed up. And we're ready to go. There's the kick. This time, Rose has the ball. He's got Oaks leading the way. And he's up to about the 25-yard line. All right, Dan, here we go. Let's see what the Bears offense can do here to try and level out the score. Bears are going to be set up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Henley's in the shotgun. He's got Hagan to his right in the sidecar position. We got a flag here. and a false start. And that is not the way the Bears wanted to start off their first possession on offense.
We can't afford that.
No, we can't beat ourselves. We definitely cannot do that. So that's going to make it 1st and 15 for the Bears from their own 20. And we got Henley in the shotgun again. Hagan to his right in the sidecar. Trips to his left. Motion from Borse. There's a quick toss out to Foskey. Foskey's got the catch, and he's got a nice gain on that. He's back to the original line of scrimmage, I'll say, at the 25-yard line, Dan.
Yeah, 5-yard gain. I like the pass.
Yeah, listen, last week, as we said, late in the game, they started to find a rhythm with that short passing game. Hopefully they can carry that over into tonight's contest. So that's going to make it 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Henley again in the shotgun. He's got Borse to his left. Hagan sliding to his left in motion. There's the handoff to Borse. He tries the right side. And, he cannot find any running room there, Dan. So that's going to put the Bears in a 3rd and long. 3rd and 11 to be exact. Let's see what Coach Sands dials up here. Henley's in the shotgun. Hagan to his left. Twins to his right. Little motion from Borse. Henley keeps it. He's rolling to his left. He throws the ball down the field. He's got a man wide open.
There you go.
And I believe that's Connor Houck with the reception. Did he hold that in? Oh, they're going to say that pass was incomplete. Boy, I'll tell you, that's unfortunate. Houck was wide open. Looked like he was able to haul that pass in, but I guess it came out when he hit the ground, Dan.
Did he land out of bounds? Because it looked like he caught it.
Yeah, I guess it could have been that too. Tough to tell here. It was on the far sideline near the Exeter bench, but in any event, they're saying incomplete, and the Bears are going to be forced to punt. So Jake Musselman is out to punt. 4th and 12 for the Bears. There's a snap. Musselman gets a low line drive off, but he gets a good bounce, and that's picked up by the Eagles. And the Bears are right on him at about the 49-yard line. D'Addario on the stop on special teams. It's going to set the Eagles up 1st and 10 on Boyertown's side of the 50. So we got exactly a minute left here to go in the first quarter, Dan. The Eagles are up 14-0, and they're about to start their 3rd offensive possession. Tough night so far for the Bears. All right. And there's the handoff. Brown tries the left side. He's trying to get to the sideline. He does get a little bit of a seam. Oh, and now he's taking it upfield. And that's a nice gain for Brown.
Got to make some tackles.
He easily picks up a 1st down. And Hafer's still out there at quarterback, Dan. Martinez must have gotten banged up on that keeper early in the first quarter. But Brown's been carrying the load so far.
Yeah, he's been doing a fine job.
Hafer in the shotgun. He's got Brown at the tail position behind him. There's the snap. Handoff to Brown. He tries the right side this time, and that's bottled up by the Bears. I see Farnoli's in there. Logan Oakes is in there. Nice stop by the Bears defense. So the Bears hold Exeter to no gain on that carry. Going to set them up, actually a yard loss, 2nd and 11 from the 34. Let's see if they get another play off here before the end of the quarter. Under 20 seconds to play. Hafer's in the shotgun. Brown sidecar to his right. There's a snap. And we've got a flag on the play. Let's check. Looks like it's going to be motion, false start on Exeter. We'll certainly take that, Dan. Back them up. Another 5 yards.
They need to figure out that quick pass over there because we are either playing off way too far or we don't have someone getting into the position over there.
Yeah, I think
he was wide open again.
Boyertown corners need up and play some press man to stop that quick passing attack from Exeter. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. So the first quarter is in the books, Dan. Rough one for the Bears. Gave up 2 scores to the Eagles. It's 14-0. Boyertown really hasn't had a chance to do much on offense. Unfortunate, Tillman had Connor Houck wide open on that rollout pass and just wasn't able to bring it in or bring it in bounds.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the replay on that. I mean, it was on the other side of the field. He may have dropped it, but I don't know. It looked like he had it.
Yeah, it certainly looked like he had brought it in at first glance, but referees felt otherwise, and that kind of killed the drive for the Bears. Hopefully they can come up with a defensive stand here on this first series of the second quarter and get that ball back. And there's our Boyertown cheerleading squad. Good number of cheerleaders out there this season, Dan. Girls did a great job last week, keeping everyone's spirits high in the stands.
Yeah, there's more this year than I remember the last few years.
Certainly appears to be. So Exeter comes out. They're set up at the Boyertown 39-yard line. You got a 2nd and 16. Hafer still in at quarterback, and he's in the shotgun once again. Brown's in the tail position behind him. There's a handoff to Brown. He takes it up the middle, and there's a crease. And he picks up some pretty good yardage on that run. Looks like Foskey and Daddario on that stop, but Brown was able to pick up quite a bit of yardage. And that's going to set Exeter up with a 3rd and it looks like about 6 or 7 to go, Dan.
They need a big stop here.
3rd and 6 for the Eagles. Hafer in the gun. Brown in the tail position behind him. There's the shotgun snap. Another handoff to Brown. And there's a nice stop by Farnoli. Dan, you said it in pregame. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there. I'll tell you what, he shot that gap and made a nice stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice tackle for loss, 4th down.
Probably not the biggest linebacker you're going to see out there on the field, but boy, he plays with some intensity.
He plays like he's 6'2".
He sure does. So 4th and 8 now for Exeter. And they're lined up as if they're going to go for it. Again, I don't think they've got much to lose here. Make the Bears drive a long field if they don't pick up the first down. Hafer looks, he throws, but that's too tall for his intended receiver, Jaden Ware. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bears are going to get the ball back. And let's see what they can do on offense. Well, I'll tell you what, it is a perfect night for some high school football tonight, Dan.
It is. Not too hot. Definitely not cold.
Sun's just starting to set. Lights are coming on. Doesn't really get any better than this on a Friday night in August. So Henley comes out in the shotgun. He's got Hagan to his right. He's got a single wide out to his right. We got another flag. I think that's going to be motion on the Bears, unfortunately. Thought I saw some movement along the Bears' offensive line. Oh, no! Offsides on Exeter. And we will certainly take that 5 yards. So now it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Bears from their own 36-yard line. Hanley in the shotgun. Hagan to his left. There's the snap. It gives to Hagan. He tries the middle of that Exeter defense, and he picks up maybe 1, maybe 2. Going to be 2nd. And I'm going to call it about 4. Guess he's going to have about a gain of 1 there. 2nd and 4 for the Bears. With 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Henley's in the shotgun. Empty backfield set. Out comes in motion from left to right. There's the snap. Henley rolls to his right. And he's looking. He's going to tuck it and run. He steps out of bounds, I think, just shy of the first down marker. Let's see where they spot it, Dan.
He picked up a yard.
They're only giving him a yard on that? It certainly looked like he got more than that out of it. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Bears from about their 38-yard line. Empty backfield again. Henley in the shotgun with trips to his left. Twins to his right. Looks like an obvious passing formation. Houck comes a little bit in motion. Henley keeps it. He goes up the middle. He's close to that first down marker, but I think he's going to be a little shy. Yeah, that's 4th and just about a yard, Dan. I mean, the Bears, you'd think they have to go for it here.
You do.
Down 14.
Yeah, if you give it away, if you punt it away and they score, you're down 21-0 before halftime.
Yeah, and if they go the length of the field and score, that's really going to be demoralizing for the Bears. Let's see what they come up with here on 4th and about 1. Henley's in the shotgun. Hagan to his left. We got a whistle.
Delay a game. Well, now you do have to.
Oh, jeez. That is just a mistake that the Bears cannot afford to make, Dan. That takes it from 4th and 1 to 4th and 6, and the Bears are going to be forced to punt.
Look, I see coaches down there with headphones on. How is someone not up here watching that?
That's 2 pre-snap penalties have just killed the Bears so far tonight. So Musselman's back for the punt. That's a better effort this time. Gets a pretty good bounce.
That touched.
Nico, Daddario.
Got a flag down here, too.
Got a flag. It certainly looked like it had hit an Exeter player there,
looked like
Dan.
it hit 2 right on the foot.
Sure did. Nico Daddario was in there, but I think Exeter was able to come up with the ball. Let's check the flag. Referees are consulting out at the 45-yard line. Looks like they're calling an unsportsmanlike conduct.
On Exeter.
On Exeter. Interesting.
Well,
my eyes were on the ball there. I did not see the unsportsmanlike.
well, they're all lined up well forward to where that ball was finally downed.
Yeah, if that's an unsportsmanlike penalty, they're going to have to walk that ball back. So we got another conference by the referees at the 45. I mean, that ball was recovered, I would say, inside the 40, as I recall, Dan.
Yeah, close to maybe the 32 or 33. And then the unsportsmanlike, that'd be 15 yards back from that, right?
It sure would be.
The flag's still on the field down at the 25.
Yeah, still on the field. Again, not sure what the unsportsmanlike was, as I was more focused on the ball. And the unsportsmanlike seemed to be behind the play. Looks like the referees are coming over to consult with Coach Sands. And now it looks like we're going to have another confab out at about the 45. Are we going to re-kick this, Dan? Is that what's happening?
I don't know if I'd re-kick it. Unless they're saying they have to, but that... Or does it give us a first down?
It looks like the chain gang is about to set up shop at the about the 37, and
Yeah, Boyertown first down.
that's a first down for the Bears.
I can't wait to watch this game back.
I know. I'd love to see what happened there. So Henley and company come back out and take over the ball at about midfield. Well, Dan, not sure what the unsportsmanlike was, but we'll certainly take it. Gives Boyertown a fresh set of downs at the midfield. Henley shotgun again. Hagen to his right. He's got trips to his left. Motion. He pumps. He looks. He's throwing. Oh, that's dangerous. All right. That's incomplete. Looks like Henry was trying to get the ball out there to Leo Martinez. A little too tall for everybody with that throw. Yeah, that ball kind of floated up there on Henley.
Lucky he wasn't picked.
That's a true statement, Dan. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 for the Bears from midfield. Henley in the shotgun. He's got Hagen to his right. There's motion. And that's sniffed out quickly by the Eagles defense. Looked like that was number 18, Burris, on the carry. And he's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be 3rd and long now for Boyertown. So Hagen's coming out. Jackson Koback coming in. Let's see what Coach Sands dials up here on 3rd and long, Dan. All right, empty backfield. Henley's in the shotgun. Got twins to either side, and now we've got Timeout, Bears. All right, Boyertown calls a timeout. About 7.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. They're down 14-zip. Coach Sands wants to make sure he's got the right call in there, Dan. And hopefully he's got a little something up his sleeve on 3rd and long. It's been tough sledding so far for the Bears on offense tonight. They need to get a little rhythm going in either the passing game or the running game just to establish some form of offense to get things rolling here.
I like what Coach Sands is doing, spreading our guys out to spread out Exeter's defense.
Mm-hmm.
But Exeter's showing they're not scared of that. Look at that. We have double on this one on this side. They're
giving the inside receiver all kinds of room. There's motion. Hanley keeps it. He tosses it out to his left. And that's
a nice gain.
That's not a bad gain. I believe that was Braden Burris. He's well short of the first down marker, though. And that's gonna leave him with 4th and about 8. And they're gonna set up punt formation here.
So like I was saying, I like what Sands is doing by spreading out his offense, but Exeter is showing they're not scared of them spreading out. So you'd think you'd want to throw the ball.
Yeah, maybe some of those quick passes underneath. Oh, Musselman gets off a nice punt. Drops it inside the 20. Oh, it gets a bad bounce, though. And looks like Burris downs it at about the 24, I'm going to say. So Musselman helps flip the field for Boyertown. Sets Exeter up just inside their 25 at about the 23. They're going to have a 1st and 10 with a little under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And Hafer's back out there again, Dan. I think Martinez may be done for the night.
Yeah, I don't see him over there on the sidelines. I saw him walking around earlier. I don't see him now.
Hafer takes a shotgun snap, and he gives it to Brown, who tests the middle of that Bears defense. He's met by Hagan in the hole. And he gets a gain of, I'm going to say about 3 or 4 on that first down carry. Brown really carrying the load tonight for the Exeter offense. Actually, they're going to give him 5 on that carry. It's 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Hafer's in the shotgun. He gives to Brown again. Tests the middle of that Bears defense, and he's close to the first down marker. I think he's got it. That is indeed a first down for Leo Brown and the Exeter offense. Going to give him a fresh set of downs from about the 39-yard line.
Exeter's what?
Excuse me, check that, 34-yard line.
Exeter's front 6. They are just pushing us around. They're doing a nice job.
There's Brown again on the carry. Tests the middle of that Bears defense once again and picks up another nice gain, 5 or 6 yards, I'll say. Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. Well, Dan, the Boyertown linebackers are going to have to start filling those gaps because Brown is just gashing them up the middle for 4 and 5 at a shot.
Yeah.
Hafer's back in the gun. Here comes motion from Ware. He tosses it to Ware on the left side, and Ware's got a nice gain. He's past the first down marker and still on his feet. Well, it looked like that Bears had Ware bottled up, but he managed to stay in bounds and stay on his feet and pick up an extra 3 or 4 on that carry. And that is going to set the Eagles up with a first down, fresh set of downs from about the Boyertown 48-yard line. Here with about 4:40 to go in the second quarter. And the Bears certainly don't want to give up any more points on this drive. There's a snap. Hand off to Brown again. And again, he gashes that Bears defense right up the middle for a nice gain. That's about 8 or 9 on that carry, Dan. You're right. Exeter's down linemen are just pushing our defenders off the ball.
Well, we're making hits. 3 yards.
Yeah.
Deep,
3 yards, 4 yards deep with a full head of steam.
Yeah, and then getting pushed back another 5 yards instead of bringing them down.
So there's Hafer in the gun once again. Here comes motion from Ware, from right to left. Hand off to Brown.
Holding.
Looks like we got a flag on the play.
Yeah. Yeah, throw another.
Oh, now we got an unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure who that's going to be on.
That's on Exeter.
Looked like they tripped or pushed a Bears defender on that. But
He pushed Foskey in the back.
Let's see what the call is. I'm going to venture to say both those flags were on Exeter, Dan.
So our linebacker, our number 10,
Fargnoli.
He was tackled. That was, I think, that's what I saw anyway.
Yeah, and then it looked like Foskey was either tripped or, as you said, pushed from behind. So we got the false start, we got the dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike. And that's going to back the Eagles up.
They could have called the hold too. They just tackled number 10.
Certainly looked like they did. But we'll take the penalty yardage. So they're walking it back. Should wind up being about 2nd and 17, 18, something to that effect. So the Eagles set up at their own 40. 2nd and a long way to go. Hafer's in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's going to throw out to his right. That's complete to Ware. All right. Nice tackle on the play. It's a way to tackle the catch. Dario there with the stop. Logan Oakes over there as well. All right. So a good tackle after the catch. Keeps them to a reasonable gain. It's 3rd and 13 now for the Eagles. Hafer's in the gun again. Brown to his right. Twins to his left. He drops back. He's looking. Oh, he unloads one deep down the middle. And that ball is caught. There's a flag on the play, but I think that's going to be thrown on the Boyertown defender. Let's check the flag, but I fear that's going to be on Leo Martinez for interference. I think that was Aiden Dauble on the grab, if I'm not mistaken, Dan, for the Eagles. Yeah, pass interference on Boyertown. Dan, I just don't know what to say about that. I mean, having coached D-backs, I got to say, the main lesson is you got to get your head around. You got to get your head around, see where that ball is, so you don't put your hands on the receiver as the ball's coming into his grasp. That's just fundamentals there. Fundamentals.
Exactly. You could reach your hand out. You can check them. You can check them as long as you're not pushing them. Get the head around. He probably could have picked that off.
You can't push him while you're staring into his eyes and the ball's coming into his hands. And there's the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. So Frantic with the extra point makes the score Eagles 21, Bears 0. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first half. That's got to be disheartening for the Bears. They had the Eagles in 3rd and long and just gave up that long touchdown pass right down the middle of the field. All right, so the Bears are set up to receive the kick. Looks like Rose and Oaks back deep again. And we're walking off the penalty yardage on the pass interference. And that's going to tee the ball up on the Bears side of the field at about the 45-yard line.
That makes no sense. If the penalty's declined, you're going to decline the penalty to take the touchdown. You don't walk off the yardage on the kickoff.
Yeah, I can't say that makes a lot of sense to me either. Now we got a whistle. A ball came off the tee. Frantic sets it back up.
That's another blown call by the referees.
And there's the kick deep. Bears are gonna let that go out of the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm with the referees on that one either, Dan. Obviously, you're going to decline that pass interference because the result of the play was a touchdown. And having declined it, I don't know why we're walking off penalty yardage unless there was something else there that we just weren't aware of. I didn't see any other flags for an unsportsmanlike or anything like that.
They're trying to explain themselves to Coach Sand right now. I think he's agreeing that
I think he
shouldn't have been walked off.
He's questioning it as well. All right, so here we are, 1st and 10 Bears from their 20-yard line. 2:53 left. They're down 3 scores, and Henley's in the shotgun. Empty backfield behind him. And the ball's out. Oh no! I think Exeter jumped on that, Dan. Oh, that is just an unfortunate bounce for the Bears. Henley on the keeper. Ball comes out, and it's Exeter's ball. 1st and 10 at the Bears 24. Well, things couldn't have gone much worse on that snap, Dan. All right, so Hafer's back out on offense in the gun. He's got Brown behind him in the tail position. Single receiver either side. He rolls to his left. He's looking. He throws underneath. That's picked off! Picked off by number 34. Hagan. And there's a positive play for that Bears defense. Hagan with the interception keeps the Eagles from punching another one in before the half, Dan.
Hey, he threw it right to him.
He sure did. I'll tell you what, nice hands by Hagan on that play. Sometimes that ball comes right to you when you're not expecting it. It's tough to haul in, but he secured the INT.
On the run, too.
Got some yardage on the run back, and it's 1st and 10 Bears. So they set up at about the 26. 2:38 to go here in the second. Henley in the gun. He's got trips to his left. Empty backfield behind him. He takes a snap. He keeps. He's rolling. He finds some room on the left side. He's coming up the near sideline. Still on his feet. Henley with a nice run.
All the way to 45. There you go.
Yes, sir. That is clearly the Bears' best play on offense so far tonight, Dan. Nice run by Henley on the quarterback keep. He picks up about 25, 30 yards on that scamper. Sets the Bears up with 1st and 10 at the Exeter 46-yard line.
Be nice to get down here, put some points on the board.
Sure would before the half. You're right, Dan. 2:30 to go. 1st and 10 Bears. Henley in the gun. He's got Hagan to his left. He takes the snap. He keeps it again. Finds some more room on that left side, and he's ahead for a nice gain.
Did you see the patience on that run, waiting for his blocks?
I did. And I'll tell you what, Henley's got some height. He's got a nice long stride. And it doesn't look like he's going very fast, but he's picking up positive yardage with that stride. So Henley's gonna pick up a nice 7 yards on that 1st down carry. It's gonna set up the Bears 2nd and 3. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. He's in the shotgun again. Empty backfield. Trips to his left. Takes the snap. He rolls left. He's looking. He throws. That's out of bounds. So that'll stop the clock with 1:43 to go in the second quarter. Third and 3 for the Bears. They really need to convert this, Dan. And if they don't, I say you got to go for it on 4th here.
I agree.
Down 21 on the Exeter side of the field. No sense not going for it on 4th if we don't pick it up here. But Henley's in the gun on 3rd down. Empty set behind him. He takes a snap. He rolls right. He throws to his right. That's complete for a 1st down. And it looks like that was Jackson Koback. So nice catch by Koback. Picks up a 1st down for the Bears. Coach Sands calls a timeout with 1:38 left in the second. Bears are set up with a 1st and 10 at the Exeter 31-yard line.
Exeter is not playing pass on defense. When we're spreading them out, they're still keeping 7 or 8 in the box. Those short passes like that are there.
And it certainly looked like Henley could have scampered for that 1st down towards the far sideline. Nice pickup by him, though, seeing Koback out there in the flat and getting the ball to him on time and on target.
If Foskey was in that slot, if he would have ran about 6-7 yards and turned around, he'd have been wide open too. It's there.
So let's see what Coach Sands dials up here on 1st down. Henley's in the gun. Trips to his left. Empty backfield behind him. Brings Boris in motion. There's a snap. He looks to his left. He throws. It's complete to Foskey. Foskey running towards the middle of the field. And that's a short gain.
Clock is ticking. Let's go.
So we're inside a minute and a half. Actually, it doesn't look like they're going to give Foskey anything on that one. I thought he had at least a yard or two, but we're calling it 2nd and 10 from the 31. Henley in the gun again. Empty backfield behind him. He's got twins to the left, trips to the right. Takes a snap. He rolls right. Looking. He throws. Ooh, that was dangerous.
It's too far.
That was through the hands of one defender and almost into the breadbasket of another, Dan. But that'll stop the clock with 46.9 to go in the second and bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bears. So Koback runs off, Hagan runs on. It looks like we're going to have a timeout, Boyertown.
I think we had 12 on the field.
Yeah, I think we did. Better to call the timeout there than to break the huddle with 12.
Oh, maybe not.
We certainly don't want to give them 5 free yards.
No.
Bears really haven't got much going on the ground tonight. Henley had that one nice run here on this drive to start it off. Other than that, Exeter's had them pretty bottled up in the ground game. Henley's completed a couple of short passes for decent gains. Let's see what Coach Sands has in store here. Bears come out, Henley in the gun. Hagen's to his left. He's got Twins to his right. Motion, there's a snap. Henley pulls it. He keeps it. He throws. That's complete.
Get out of bounds.
I believe that's Connor Hawk. Connor Hawk on the grab. That's a Boyertown first down. Clock is ticking. Boyertown's got to get the snap off. Henley's under center. He's just going to spike it. Smart play. Stop that clock with 30 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from the 19. Dan, they got to get some points on the board here. Whether they get 7 or whether they get 3, they just can't come away with this with no points at all.
Yeah, this was a nice drive for them. They really need to try to get some points on the board before they go in for the halftime.
21-7 or 21-3, either way, you feel a lot better going into halftime than with that 0 on the scoreboard. So Henley's in the gun, 2nd and 10. There's the snap. He's looking. He keeps it. Oh, now he throws. Oh. And that ball just glanced off the fingertips of his target.
Foskey. Looks
like Foskey in the middle of the end zone. Just a little too tall. Couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 10 for the Bears. 25 seconds to go. You got plenty of time to run your play here and still be able to set up for a 3-point try on 4th down. Empty backfield, Henley in the gun, trips to his left, Twins to his right. There's the snap. He looks. Oh, and that ball's deflected at the line of scrimmage. That's deflected, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Heads up play by the Exeter lineman, getting his hands up there in the throwing lane, Dan.
Yeah, and I don't know. At the 20, make it a 37-yard field goal. I don't know if we have the leg for that.
Certainly no gimme. Let's see. What are we going to do here? I don't see Musselman coming out. No, looks like the Bears are going to keep the offense on the field.
No, they're going to try it.
Oh, check that. Is that? They're going to try the field goal. Oh, now we got a timeout, Exeter. So it looks like they trotted out. Is that Gavin Royce? It is Gavin Royce for the field goal attempt and not Musselman.
Oh, so long ago, Frank, I can't remember. Who got the ball? Opening kickoff. Did we kick it off?
We did kick it off, yep. Exeter had the ball to start the first half, so Bears will have the ball to start the second. Be nice to, maybe come away with 3 here and then put some points on the board on your opening drive and make this a ball game. All right, so Royce comes back out. He's going to have the ball set up on that far hash at about the 26-yard line. That's going to make it about a 36, 37-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. There's the snap. The kick is up. He's got the leg. And that kick is good.
37-yard kick. Outstanding.
Very nicely done by Gavin Royce. Gets Boyertown on the board before the end of the first half. Score is now 21-3. But that was a nice kick, Dan.
That was a beautiful kick. To be honest, I didn't think we'd see that.
Yeah, that's high school football. A 37-yard field goal is no gimme.
No, it's not. And he had plenty of distance. He probably could have been back another 5 or 10.
Yeah, I was going to say that's good, probably from at least 45. Plenty of leg on that one.
Keep that in the back pocket for any future games.
Royce listed on the depth chart as a quarterback and a D-back, not as a kicker. So it's interesting that he's trotted out there. I guess maybe he's got the leg. Now Musselman's back out to tee the ball up and kick it off to Exeter. 16 and a half seconds to go here in the first half. Exeter up 21-3. So Musselman's got the ball teed up on the 40. And there we go. Kick's taken at about the 10 by Exeter. I think there's a nice tackle. That was a nice special teams tackle by the Bears.
Jackson Koback, nice hit back there.
Koback with the stop.
He's only a sophomore. 2 more years playing in the stadium. Good for him.
I'll tell you what, you keep making special teams tackles like that, you're going to find your way on the field, Dan.
Yep.
So the Eagles are going to have a 1st and 10 on their own 23. Well, let's see if they put the ball in play or if we take a knee and head to the locker room. I think we're going to take a knee. And there it is. So Hafer takes the knee from under center. That's going to end the first half with your score. Exeter Eagles 21, Boyertown Bears 3. And Dan and I will be back with you in the second half in just a few minutes. right, so we're back here at Boyertown Memorial Stadium getting ready for the start of the second half. Exeter Eagles are up 21-3 on our Boyertown Bears. What's your analysis of that first half, Dan?
Well, I think we lost a fumble that we shouldn't have.
Agreed.
There was a pass that was called incomplete, a nice pass and catch. Again, I'll have to watch a replay on that. It looked like he caught that and fell in bounds, but maybe we're wrong. The score could easily be 14-10.
Yeah, I agree.
Exeter threw a bomb down the field, and the coverage was
there. Just you got to get your head around, and you can't put your hands on the man and shove him in the chest. That just is going to get a flag every time. Like I said, fundamentals on that one.
Yeah, that's 7 points right there. Well, 6 points and then the extra point, which was unfortunate. Now, I don't know if he was trying to play catch up. I mean, it's tough to watch it live and critique it, or it'll have to come back. The coaches, I'm sure they'll address it next week in practice or tomorrow morning when they're watching some film. But we had the same thing happen last week, too. There was a long pass, 40-some yards downfield, and our defensive back didn't turn his head around, and it turned into a touchdown and a pass interference call in the end zone.
Yep.
Got to address those. You can't give up stuff like that.
No.
Exeter's running between the tackles. They're not very many balls going outside, which kind of...
Yeah, Brown's been gashing him up the middle.
Yep, and our front three need to jam those holes, and the linebackers need to step up and fill those gaps and stop that from happening, and then try to force them to run outside a little bit or throw the ball. Maybe we'll get lucky on a pick. We had the one pick by Hagen, which was nice. We need some more mistakes by Exeter, and we need to start moving the ball on offense.
Well, like I said, they finally got the ball moving on that last drive of the first half. Let's hope they can carry that over here into the second. We're going to get the opening kick for the second half. Boy, it would be nice to cut this to 21-10, wouldn't it?
That'd be great.
I'll even take 21-6. Kevin Royce with a nice 37-yard field goal there towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, it was fun to watch that.
And there's the kick. Looks like Jackson Rose is going to come up. He's going to take that at about the 10. Oh, he hands to Oaks. Oh, boy. Exeter sniffed that one out.
They tried that last week.
Yeah.
I think Exeter...
Yeah. Probably saw that on film. Yeah. So that's going to set the Bears up deep in their own end. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Let's see if Coach Sands comes out and tries to open things up a little bit. And we were talking during the half, Dan, that short passing game sure looks like it would be there if they'd start running it more consistently.
I agree. I hesitate to say it, but I've been saying that for 3 years. We need to get these short passes down.
Oh, we got movement on the line. That's not good. That's the same way we started the first half, unfortunately, with a false start before the opening snap. That's too many pre-snap penalties. They're really killing the Bears' offense tonight. So that's gonna make it 1st and 15 from the 10. And Henley's in the gun with Hagen to his right. He's got Twins to his left. There's the motion man, Borse. There's a handoff to Borse. He's coming towards the near sideline. They string that out. Oh, he manages to slip a tackle. And
that's Logan.
Oh, is that Logan Oaks? Yes, it was. Logan Oaks on the carry. Oaks is able to slip a tackle and pick up a couple of yards on that play.
I thought he got face masked, but I don't see any flags.
So Oaks picks up about 3 there. 2nd and 12. Oaks was the motion man on that play. All right. Henley in the gun. Motion man's Borse this time. Henley keeps it. He rolls to his left. He throws left, but that's Over everybody's head and out of bounds, unfortunately. That's going to make it 3rd and long for the Bears. And I don't think we want Musselman punting from the shadows of his own goalpost, so the Bears need to pick up some positive yards here on 3rd down. And Hagen runs off. Kobach runs in. Bears come out in the gun. Empty backfield behind Henley. He's got trips to his right. Twins to his left. Here comes the motion man. There's the snap. Henley rolls right. He's looking. He throws, but I think that's out of bounds, unfortunately. Yep, incomplete. Wouldn't have picked up much yardage even if he had been able to get his feet down in bounds. That looked like, was that Connor Houck? Looks like he got the wind knocked at him. Maybe landed on the top of the ball. In any event, Bears are going to have to punt from deep in their own end. Musselman sets up at about the goal line. No, he had a couple nice punts last week, Dan. It's time to put the leg into one here. Flip the field if we can. There's a snap. There's a kick. That's a nice punt. Fair catch at about midfield by Jaden Ware.
Exeter coaches are not happy about that.
No, he had some room to run.
Oh, he had lots of room.
Threw the hand up there quick for the fair catch. So we'll take that. We'll set the Eagles up 1st and 10 at midfield. Maybe the 49. Yep, looks like the 49-yard line. And talked with some of the Exeter coaches. They weren't quite sure what happened to Martinez, but he is definitely done for the night.
Oh, he is done.
Yep. Hafer's out there. He's in the shotgun. He's got Brown in the tail behind him. A quick pass out to his right, and that's a nice gain. I believe that was Ware. He took that ball from the backfield and picked up about 9 on 1st down. Yep, 2nd and 1 now for the Eagles from the Boyertown 40. Hafer's in the gun. Takes the snap. He gives to Brown. Brown tries the right side, and he finds a crease, and he's got the 1st down. Brown gets ahead to about the 35. And again, he's been picking up 4 or 5 yards a clip on us, Dan.
Yep. All between the tackles, too.
Yes, sir. Patient runner, Brown. He waits for that hole to open up, and then he hits it. All right. So here come the Eagles, 1st and 10 from the 35. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Brown. He tries the left side, and again, he's straight ahead for a nice gain. Stopped by a host of Bears, but not until he picks up, I'm going to say, 7 or 8 yards. Maybe not quite that much. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Well, if I was the Exeter coaches, that's all I would do.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there it goes again.
Yep.
Brown takes it a crease on the right side, and he's got enough. Looks like he's got enough for another Exeter 1st down. Oaks with the stop, but not until Brown picks up the 1st down, and it's now 1st and 10 Eagles at the Boyertown 24-yard line. 9 minutes to go here in the second half, 3rd quarter, start of the 2nd half. There's the snap. There's the give to Brown. He finds a little crease again on the right-hand side. And he's head for another 4 or 5. Foskey with the stop, but Brown picks up another 5 yards. All right, so Hafer's in the gun. Brown's in the tail behind him. Here's another give to Brown. This time he stopped behind the line. What was that? Logan Oakes on the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Nice play from his defensive end spot. That's one of the first times that Brown has been stopped for negative yardage, Dan. All right, so 3rd and 6 here for the Eagles. From the Boyertown 20, there's a snap. Another give to Brown. Brown is the workhorse on this drive, Dan. He gets it up to about the 15. It's going to be a little shy of a first down.
Zach Bauer is screaming for a flag. I think he got hugged and held.
I don't see any laundry on the field, so looks like the referees missed that one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 4th and 1. Let's see if the Bears can get a big stop here early in the second half with Exeter driving. There's the snap. There's the give. Oh, that's going to be close. That's a nice stop by the Bears defense. Let's see if it's enough. I think it is. I think he was stopped for no gain, Dan. Referees give him a little bit of a lean forward, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Your measure.
Yep, here come the chains. Boy, Brown has just been the workhorse on this drive. I don't know. There's been a play that hasn't gone to him on this drive, Dan.
Is he short? Can't tell.
I think he's just short. That's Boyertown ball! What a nice stop by the Bears defense. Coming up big on 4th and 1. Gives the ball back to the offense. Almost in the same spot they started this second half. Let's see if they can do something with the ball here. Fans like it. But that's got to feel good for the Bears defense to get that stop on 4th and 1,
Yeah,
Dan.
it was a nice stop.
We got a little confusion here. Oaks heading to the left side of the formation. Trips over there, twins to the right. Houck in motion. There's the snap. Henley keeps. No. That's some tough sledding going up to the middle of that Eagles defense. I'm going to say that's stuff for no gain. 2nd and 10. All right. Henley's in the gun. He's got Hagan to his right. He's got twins to his left. There's a snap. Gives it to Hagan. Hagan tries the middle of that Eagles defense. I don't think that's going to get it done. Not going to make a living running up into the middle of that defense tonight, Dan.
No, not at all.
So 1st and 10 quickly becomes 3rd and 9 for the Bears. deep in their own end. At their 16-yard line. Just over 5.5 to go here in the third. And Henley's in the gun. Got Borsko in motion from left to right. There's the snap. Henley rolls to his left. He keeps it. He's on his feet. He's got a nice gain.
Just short.
Just short of the first down.
Oh, boy.
And we got a flag on the field? No. We got somebody down on the field. Trainer's heading out that way on the far sideline.
Tillman.
Henley?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's back up on his feet, so that's a good sign.
Down long enough, you'll have to come off the field for a play.
Yep. So let's see. I would imagine Royce would come out and take this snap.
4th and 1. You go for it?
Well, looks like they're sending the punt team out. I see Musselman heading to the rear of the formation. Yeah, 4th and 1, and that's a tough spot, Dan. If they don't convert, they just set the Eagles up for another layup, if you will.
Yeah, and the way he's punting.
He had a nice punt the last time out. Let's see if he can boom one even a little further on this one. Flip the field for Boyertown. There's a snap. It's a little low, but he handles it. A little bit of a line drive. Oh, he gets a great bounce, and Ware misplays it. And that's going to roll all the way back to the 25. So Musselman definitely flips the field. Well done.
It's a great punt. Good call, Frank.
Well, thanks, Dan. Yeah, I think it would have been a tough call to go for it there. 4th and 1, inside your own 30. Still plenty of game time left. Bears just need to get a little something going, and they could be right back in this thing. 4.5 left to go here. 4:35 to be exact in the third. Eagles take over at their 25 with a 1st and 10. Hafer's in the gun. He gives to Brown. Imagine that. Brown finds a little bit of a crease on the right side, but short gain this time.
Logan Oaks got him.
And I'll tell you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think Exeter's just going to keep giving the rock to Brown and let him wear down the clock and this Bears defense, Dan. Up 21-3 with about 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Certainly not a bad game plan to take the air out of the ball. All right, so Hafer takes the snap. He looks, he pumps. He's throwing deep down the seam. Oh, just off the fingertips of Ware. Bears got lucky there, Dan.
Real lucky.
Ware brings that in, and he's gone. That's a touchdown all day long if he catches that.
There's no safety.
Now.
There's no safety help. So if it's man, the defensive back has to play the pass from the start. It's a pass until it's not.
All right, Hafer takes a snap. Pulls it, he keeps it. There's a quick toss out to his left.
Connor Foskey on the tackle.
Foskey with a nice stop.
4th down.
Looks like the pass was complete to Kozik. Minimal gain. All right, 4th and 8. And looks like the Eagles are going to punt. So the Bears are going to get the ball back here with time left on the clock in the third. Looks like they put Henley back to receive the punt. There's a snap. That's a nice punt. Henley heading towards the far sideline. Gets a decent bounce. All right. Well, the Bears are going to take over. Not terrible field position, Dan. It's going to be about the 28, 29-yard line.
All right, now we got to move this ball down and get some points on the board.
We sure do. There's a little under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Bears need to put some points up on the board. Let's see if we try to go back to that short passing attack. Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and 10 at their own 29. 2:48 to go here in the third. Down 21-3. Henley's in the gun. Empty backfield behind him. Hagan comes in motion. There's a little bit of a toss. That's a nice cut. And a nice block. And there's some decent yardage on 1st down by Borse. I'm going to say he picks up a nice 5-6 yards on that one, Dan.
I was just going to say, we haven't called his name. Let's see him run the ball.
I'll tell you, Borse is a nice one-cut runner. He had a couple runs last week, including that long touchdown run where he put his foot in the ground, made one cut, and then turned it upfield, and he was gone.
And he's deceivingly fast.
He is.
He doesn't look fast when he's running, and I think that helps him because he can, before you know it, he's by you.
So Henley's in the gun. Borse comes in motion. Henley pulls it.
There you go.
Short pass caught by Hagan. He's got to get upfield. He's close to the 1st down.
That's enough for the 1st down.
Looks like it. Yep, chains are moving. That's a 1st down for the Bears. Pass was a little high, but Hagan went up and brought it in. Turned it upfield and picks up the 1st down. Minute 40 on the clock. Bears have a fresh set of downs at their own 40-yard line. Henley sets up in the gun. Hagan to his right. He's got trips to his right. There's a snap. He rolls right. Looking. Throws. He's got Borse. That's caught! That's a nice gain. Borse is down to about the 31-yard line of Exeter. And that is easily Boyertown's best passing play of the night, Dan. And as we can tell, the crowd is excited. They like it. We like it. Boyertown is set up nicely. Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. That was a nice ball by Henley.
It was, and he had protection. Line did a really nice job holding him up, giving him a little bit of time to throw that ball.
So here comes the motion again from left to right. Henley takes a snap. He keeps it this time. Turns it up inside out. We got a flag. That is probably going to be a hold on the Bears, I fear. And indeed it is. Well, unfortunately, that wipes out a 1st down run by Henley. So that's going to back the Bears up 10. Going to put them at the 42. 1st and 20. Time is ticking here in the third quarter. See if we get the playoff. Down 21-3. They got no plays to waste, so Henley gets him lined up. He's in the gun. Hagan goes in motion from right to left. There's the snap. Henley keeps again. He finds a little seam in that Eagles defense, and he gets back the yardage they lost on the penalty. That's going to do it for the third quarter, Dan. So your score, Exeter 21, Boyertown 3, as we enter the fourth quarter here at Boyertown Memorial Stadium.
was a fast third quarter.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if I'm Exeter, I'm taking the air out of the ball and just running down that clock and wearing down the defense. Not a bad game plan when you're up by 18.
Yeah, but the Bears stepped up, stuffed them. 2 punts. Was it 2 punts?
Yeah, Bears defense, big
then,
fourth down stop, deep in their own territory. And then another third down stop, forced another punt. They definitely have to find pay dirt on this drive, Dan. And at this point in the game, I don't think you can settle for 3.
No.
Got to look to punch it in the end zone. All right, so here come the Bears. Henley in the gun. He's got Hagan to his right. Referee's not quite ready to start play. There's the whistle. Here we go. Boris comes in motion. Fakes the handoff. Throws a short pass to Hagan. Looks like it's maybe ahead for a yard or 2.
Luke Hagan for Boyertown, stopped by Connor Alvarez.
Third and 8. All right, Henley's in the gun. Hagan to his right. He's got Trips to his left. Little motion from Bourse. He's looking, pulls it down. He's up the middle. He's got a first down and more. He's still on his feet. Henley stood up at about the 16-yard line, but he picks up the first down.
And that's what those passes open up, right there.
That's exactly right. Those short passes will open up the middle of that defense. You can find some running room in there. Henley certainly did. So first down Bears at the 10-yard line. Oh, sorry. 16-yard line. Check that. Henley takes a snap. He rolls to his left. Looking. He throws. That's caught! That's a nice catch. Inside the 5. Who was that?
Martinez.
Leo Martinez with the grab. That's going to be a first and goal for the Bears.
Inside the 5, first and goal Bears.
All right, let's punch this in.
Now we got something cooking, Dan. It's that short passing attack. Softens up the defense, pops some runs, and here we are inside the 5. Let's make sure we get the playoff. Henley comes up under center. Backs her in the eye. Motion coming from right to left. There's the snap. Henley keeps it. He rolls right. He's looking. Pulls it down. He's in for the Boyertown touchdown. Well, there you go, Dan. That's got to feel good for that Bears offense to finally crack that end zone. Make that score 21-9 with the extra point attempt. Looking to make it 21-10. Nice decision by Henley to tuck that one and run.
Yeah, it was wide open for him. It was a good decision.
There's the kick. It's up. And it's good. 21-10. Bears are back in this one, Dan.
All right, we need a big stop here. You know they're going to run. They're gonna run. They're gonna try to run as much time off this clock.
Absolutely. That's what I would do. Oh, the home crowd likes it. They're back into this game now. Band likes it. They fired things up. The cheerleaders like it. Well, this would be a nice time for Musselman to put the leg into one. Pin the Eagles deep. Unless Coach Sands feels like a gambler tonight and he wants to try an onside kick.
I don't know. Is it too early for that?
Yeah.
I'd hate to
Still
give
over
them
9.5 to go. That'd be risky.
Yeah, I'd hate to give it to him right there on the 52.
He squibs it. Gets a nice bounce. Picked up at about the 15.
There you go.
All right. There's a nice tackle.
Called forward on the return for Exeter. Brought down short of the 30.
I believe that might have been.
First down stop for Boyertown.
I believe Logan Oakes was in there on that stop.
Logan made that tackle.
Certainly looked like number 27 from our vantage point. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 Eagles at the 27. 9:34 to play in the fourth quarter. Aford takes the snap. Oh, there's a man. Brown with a nice gain. That's looks like enough for a first down. He gashed the middle of that Bears defense one more time. All right. 1st and 10 at the 39. Just over 9 minutes to go. Aford takes the snap. He's in the gun. He keeps it this time. And he gets ahead for about a 4-yard gain. Oakes in there on the stop. Second and 6 for the Eagles. Hafer's in the gun. He's got Brown in the sidecar position to his right. And there's a handoff to Brown. He tries the left side. He finds a seam in the defense, and he gets another first down. Well, Dan, it's time for the Bears to stiffen up here.
Running all over our linebackers.
Indeed he is. We haven't called a linebacker's name on a stop in quite some time. So 1st and 10 Eagles from the 46 of Boyertown. Aford's in the gun. Gives it to Brown again. Brown tries the left side, and boy, he's got another gain of 6, maybe 7 yards on that, Dan. Brown is just starting to wear him out, I'm afraid. All right, 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Hafer in the gun. He takes the snap, gives it to Brown again over the left side, and he's got enough for the first down. Starting to sound like a broken record here, unfortunately, Dan.
Ball gets across the 35, first down Exeter.
Feel like just about every play since the start of the second half has been Hafer in the gun, giving it to Brown, and Brown picking up positive yards, but for one play.
Yeah, running to the left every time, too.
Hafer's in the gun. Brown to his right. Takes the snap. He gives to Brown. And that time Brown's brought down behind the line. Looks like Hagan was the first one in there, and Oaks helped clean it up. Need a couple more of those stops, Dan.
6 minutes left. Got to stop these guys.
Definitely need to get the ball back here. 2nd and 10, 33.
All right.
Hafer in the gun. There's the snap. He pulls it. He keeps it. Oh, boy, there's a lot of room on that right side, and he's got a first down easy and more. Well, that was a good call by Hafer to keep it. He looks like maybe he's a little dinged up, but he's back on his feet. Good call by Hafer. He saw the DN crash in on that one, and he just kept it himself, took it around the right side for a big gain. So it looks like Hafer had a run off. We got Stefan Fuller. And now we got a timeout. Well, if the Bears are going to give up points here on this drive, almost got to hold them to 3 to have any thought of being able to get back into this one here late in the fourth quarter. Just over 5 minutes to play. Exeter's up 21-10, and they're driving. They're at Boyertown's 20-yard line with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. And it looks like Hafer's coming back out. And he's going to line up in the gun. No surprise there. Brown to his right. He's got Twins to his left. Somehow I don't think they're going to be throwing the ball here, Dan. And there's the handoff to Brown. He tries the left side, cuts it back up towards the middle, and, well, gets a couple of yards. Got about 4 on that one. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 16. Just under 5 minutes to play. Bears need something to happen here. Hafer in the gun. Brown to his right. There's the snap. Gives it to Brown. It goes over the left side. And it sure looks like he's got the first down. Well, Dan, that is unfortunate. It has been the Leo Brown show here in the second half.
Yeah, it sure has.
Don't know exactly how many yards rushing he has tonight, but I'm going to venture to say it's quite a few. Over 100 at least.
It's got to be over 100. I mean, almost all these yards down the field
have been Leo Brown. All right, 1st and goal for the Eagles. Hafer in the gun. Takes the snap. Gives to Brown. Brown goes left again. And that time he's bottled up by the Bears defense.
Leader runs down on the left side. Down on the field.
Yeah, we got someone down.
Yeah, it looks like... I can't see the number.
Actually, that looks like a blue face mask. Might be Exeter.
Tough to tell. Exeter trainers did trot out there. Looks like the Boyertown staff is now going out. Still can't tell if that's one of our guys or one of their guys. All right, so that looks like Connor Stock dinged up on that play. He's on his feet and walking towards the sideline, so that's always a good sign. So Stock making his way to the sideline. Eagles have a 2nd and goal from the 6. And here we go. Hafer's in the gun. This time Brown set up to his left. He takes the snap. He keeps. He goes up the middle, and he is in for the touchdown. And that's likely the dagger tonight, Dan.
Yeah, you need a miracle with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to bring it into a victory, but
so Exeter's going to set up for the extra point attempt, looking to make it 28-10. There's the snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 3:32 left to play here tonight, Exeter goes up 28-10. Well, situation like this, Dan, you want to see your boys keep battling.
yeah, keep going to the end.
That's right.
I have
Some football left.
I have some interesting stats, but I won't share those until the buzzer, because it is actually good news for the Bears.
Certainly isn't all bad news tonight. Historically, as you say, Exeter is always a tough matchup for the Bears, and they've acquitted themselves well out there tonight. Certainly better than Daniel Boone fared against Exeter last week.
I actually think the Bears have played better tonight than they did last week in their overtime win,
I agree.
which is encouraging.
And against a better opponent. So here's the kick. Rose lets it bounce, and it's into the end zone for a touchback. I was worried that was going to roll dead inside the 5.
Got a little nervous there.
A little bit. But it works out. The ball comes out to the 20. Where Henley will get the Bears set up with a 1st and 10. 3:32 to play. They're down 28-10. So Henley's in the gun. Bourse goes in motion. He takes the handoff and he tries the right side. Stopped after a short gain of maybe 2. Well, this wouldn't be a terrible spot to let Henley try and throw one deep. 2nd and 8 from your 22. 3 minutes to play. Really nothing to lose at this point. Henley's in the gun. Takes a snap. He throws one over the head of his intended receiver. That was Leo Martinez. Martinez has got some height. That was too tall even for him.
Right.
So that brings up 3rd down from the 23. About 7 yards to go. 2:47 left on the clock. Henley's in the gun. He's got Bourse to his left. Here comes motion from right to left. There's a toss to Bourse. He cuts it up towards the near sideline, and he's got enough for the 1st down. Gets out of bounds, preserves some time. Well done, Bears. So that gives the Bears a little breathing room. They're out to their own 35.
Yeah, fresh set of downs. 2:40 to go.
Like I said, you want to see the boys keep battling here in the late stages of this one. A little confusion there on the line. Everybody seems to be in the right place now. Henley's in the gun. Takes a snap. He tosses to his right to Bourse. And Bourse back to the line of scrimmage. Had some tough sledding just to get that done. Man, one of those Eagles defenders was right on him as soon as he took that toss and started to head upfield. Well, looks like maybe he lost one there. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Henley in the gun. Takes the snap. Gives the handoff. Goes up the middle. For a minimal gain. All right, 3rd and 10, Dan. From the 35. Minute and a half here to go. Bears break the huddle. Henley in the gun. Running back to his left. Motion from Bourse. Takes a snap. He rolls. Rolls left. He looks. He throws. It's complete. Martinez, that's got to be a flag.
Yeah.
Thank you. Late hit out of bounds. Martinez just about the 1st down stripe, but the 15 is going to pick it up easily. Yeah, that was just a silly penalty by Exeter, Dan. Martinez was right on the 1st down mark, stepped out of bounds and took a late hit. That's going to tack on 15. Bring the ball down to the Eagles' 40-yard line with 1:08 to play here in the 4th. All right, here we go. Henley in the gun. Backs to his right. Motion from Bourse. He rolls to his right. He looks. He tucks it. He tucks it upfield. He's got room. He's still on his feet. He's heading towards the far sideline with an easy 1st down. So that was a nice scamper by Henley. Picks up the first down and gets out of bounds to preserve the clock. We got just under a minute to play.
That was good game awareness. He dropped back in the pocket, looked like he wanted to throw the ball, pulled it down, that one side open, wide open, and he had a nice
tucked it
lane.
and ran.
And then heads up, run for the
sideline.
Stop the clock.
And with those long strides, he's able to get out of bounds and keep about a minute on the clock. So 1st and 10 Bears at the Eagles 23. Henley's in the gun. He takes a snap. He tosses it to Borse. Borse heading towards the far sideline. I don't believe he got out of bounds. Clock is running under 50 seconds. I believe Boyertown's got at least a timeout or two in their pocket. Clock's still running. 2nd and 5 from the 18. We're coming up on 30 seconds to play. The coach wants to see what they do here to use that timeout. No sense keeping it in your pocket. There's the snap. Henley keeps, he throws, and that's incomplete. That was an ugly play from the snap. Looks like maybe there's a little confusion there on the motion. So we got about 13 seconds on the clock. 3rd down from the Eagles' 18-yard line. It'd be nice to end this on a score.
Kick another field goal.
Henley in the gun. There's motion from right to left. He takes a snap. He tosses it. Borse. He's got some room. He's on his feet. And he's... Oh. Out of bounds? Out of bounds at the 1. Boy, Bush was close to cracking the end zone with that carry, Dan. 5 seconds left. Ball's at about the 1, maybe the 2. Boyertown set up to end this thing on a score. Let's see if Henley lines up under center. Looks like he's going to, yep. Backs are in the eye. And we got a timeout. Exeter.
Timeout, Exeter.
Well, Dan, I said it before. You want to see the boys keep battling in the situation they were in, and they certainly have.
Yeah,
all the way down to the 2-yard line. Be nice to end this one on a high note. Punching in the end zone for 6. All right, let's see if Henley lines up under center again. Henley's under center, backs are in the eye. Motion from right to left. There's the snap. He gives it to Borse. Did he get in? I don't believe he did. Oh. That's disappointing. He stopped just shy of the goal line. And that's going to do it for tonight's game. Your final score, Exeter Eagles 28, Boyertown Bears 10. Well, Dan, wasn't all bad tonight.
No. I think their defense played really well against a tough team. Some nice defensive plays, shut down some drives. Offense started off really slow and then really picked it up in the late in the second quarter and the second half, it's the passes, those short passes. They were working. And it opens up that run a little bit.
Yeah, the short passing game definitely opened up the running lanes for the Bears there, especially in the second half. Borsch was able to find some room to run. Henley, when he pulled the ball down and made a decision to run, found some room to run. And like I said, the Bears kept battling even under adverse circumstances there in the fourth quarter. They certainly didn't throw in the towel. They battled all the way down to the goal line, came up just short. But that's all right, as I said. Not all bad tonight. Certainly something to build on going into next week's game away at Avon Grove. And we'll be back here on September the 12th for a matchup with Downingtown East. Sure to be another tough one.
Yeah, so the takeaway on the night, I mean, if you look back on the last 4 years of games, this is the pretty close to lowest margin of victory for Exeter against Boyertown. Scored more points tonight than we have in a couple of those years over the last 4 years. So I mean, it's something to build on.
Yeah, we always seem to catch Exeter early in the schedule, and it's always a tough matchup. But as I said, the Bears acquitted themselves well out there tonight. 28-10, ending the game on the goal line. Nothing to be sad about. Something to build on, like you said, and something to carry forward into next week's away matchup at Avon Grove. So that's going to do it for tonight's game action here at Boyertown Memorial Stadium. I'm Frank Genovese with my partner Dan Oakes. We're going to see you back here in 2 weeks on September the 12th for a game versus Downingtown East. Until then, good night and God bless.